Hey, what's up, guys? This is Madman212 here. I'm showing the deck profile of a Macro-monarch deck that I was recently traded for the Insector deck that I built last week. I went back home and I showed it to my friend, the Insector deck that I built, and he's like, "Oh man, I like it, so I'll trade you my Macro-monarch deck." So I was like, "Okay, cool." One thing he didn't have in there was some other stuff that I'm pointing out to you that I had in there as myself, just as, play some stuff I could play in this deck. So let's get started talking about it. While running there, I run two DD Scout planes. They're basically level 2s, and their effects work like DD Survivor. It's just that the end phase, they're in attack mode, and their attack is 800 attack, 1200 defense. Pretty good card, and just good material just to ditch off if you have Dimensional Fissure or Micros Cosmos on the field. Just a good card to use. 3 DD Survivor for high attack. 2 DD Assailant for his effect when he's destroyed. You get to remove a player card. I had 2 DD Sprite in there. I'm debating if I should use one or choose different tuners, but this card's ability is remove from play one monster you decide to field to special summon it. And DD Survivor and DD Scout Planes effects are they come back at the end phase, and that card's out right there, so it'll be easier summoning, just easier summoning and stuff like that. I won 3 Battle Fader. I'm thinking about running 2 just to add a different card in there. Don't know now, but I'm thinking about adding a different card. Just because I know I'm going to draw dead, and I know I'm going to be wide open for attacks and stuff, so I Battle Faders to defend me. I run 2 KS into Raza. Yeah, just, for their effects. KS removes from play stuff. Raza sends cards back to the deck. I run 1 Dark Dust Spirit. It's a real good nuke card, basically Judgment Dragon, but it nukes every other monster I field with 2200 attack, and it takes 1 tribute to summon it. They'll come back, and he'll be back to the hand, so if you know somebody that's real spammy or knows how to summon monsters easy, you got him to nuke the field, just fail safe kind of thing. I got Vanity's Fiend right there, just for those monsters, just for those decks that special summon with ease. He'll stop them, and if you can see, the only deck special summons are those two monsters that are removed from play. So if you don't have D-Fissure out on the field yet, and you just have them, then you could just tribute and get him on the field and stop special summonings, and you could just normal summon afterwards. And then I have 2 Light and Darkness Dragons, just to negate stuff, so that way my opponent wanted to take me out, but his attack would be lower, but again, he'll be another tribute as soon as his attack points are low. Now on to the spells. I have 3 Dimensional Fissures, to remove monsters from play. I got 1 Soul Exchange, just so that way I can tribute one of my other opponent's monsters off, and so I can summon my KS or my Raza, or even my Dark Dust Spirit, something I can special summon with. I run 2 Pots, so that way I can get Search ability, Reveal, get whatever card I need, and the staples. Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and 2 MSTs, basically Destruction and Revival staples. Getting bad. Move on to the traps. I have Micros Cosmos. I have 2 of them. I want to play 3, but I can't get a hold of a 3rd one. But that'll work too. I have 2 Cloak and Daggers. Pretty much, if you know somebody that's running a deck, I'm thinking about using this as a side deck card, because maining it I'm not really good. I don't know how to say it, how to main it, but that's what I'll actually side it sooner or later. But it's a good card to either side, or you can main it. Just declare a card name. If you know somebody's running Dino Rabbit, just set that and just in your turn, and if you just play Cloak and Dagger, it'll stop them from playing Rabbit for a turn, or stop them from playing Rabbit for a little bit until they destroy that card, or they summon Rabbit and it's removed from play. 2 D-Fissures for defense. 2 Boundless Trap Holes, just remove from play and destroying, and Solemn Judgment. That's a good card to use, just to pay having like points to negate something. Now for the extra deck, I just have, I don't really have much for an extra deck because I'm really still learning about this deck, but still, I have one Zen mains, just in case I go into rank 3. If I have any rank 3 monsters in attack, oh yeah I do, I'll show you a little bit later. I have 3 Utopias, because I know I'm going to probably exceed with warriors, and I could go into them, which brings me to saying I run a Heroic Champion Excalibur and Blade Armor Ninja. Those are for warriors, and if you can see, all those DD monsters are mostly warriors. But that works right there. And like, if I do have DD Sprite for a turn or something like that, I have my sync monsters. I have Miss Worm that I can go into. I got Colossal Fighter. I have Stardust, and I have Scrap Dragon. These are just some tests I'm running. You know, just something I want to try out, something to differentiate, whatever word it is. But so I'm using these just to see if I can go into them easy. But I know I can get into Miss Worm. I just don't know if I can get into level 8, but it's worth the shot. And then for my side deck, I have one KS, just in case I want to switch it up a little bit. I have 2 Snowman Ears. Those are my level 3s I was thinking about, and that's why I put them in there. I have a Magical Plants for warriors or spellcasters. I have DD Crows just down. I have that change appearance. I'm running 1 because I know there's not a lot of tour guides going to be used down to 2 now, so I'm just running that just in case for tour guide or for down a rabbit, for rescue rabbit, whatever. And then I have Debunk, just for monsters that have the negate effects and stuff. But, you know, this is the deck right here, y'all. I know it's probably a little rough right now, but I'll get used to it and find stuff I can use with it so that way it'll be easier for me to play with. If anybody got any ideas or comments, comment down below. Subscribe to me, and I'll talk to you. Enjoy the deck build.